and you can do it. I know it. If you watch this video, hi, welcome back. It is Danai. Today we're talking about the importance of having a clean space and how is that correlated with having an organized life. Before we begin, I would like to clarify that I'm going to interchange between the terms house, home, and space, and they're all the same in this video. It doesn't matter if you live in a dorm room and you share half a room with somebody else. It doesn't matter if you're renting a room in an apartment or if you have a house with your family or your partner. It doesn't matter if you have a mansion. All of these things that we're going to be talking today apply to you as well. So let's begin. What is a clean house? Collins Dictionary in American English defines it as to clean and put a home in order and to get rid of all unwanted things, undesirable conditions, etc. And to that I agree. I think that Collins Dictionary is correct, but I would like to add a little bit of something to that. A clean space does not mean that you clean every day, all day, Cinderella style, but more so that you do small tasks every day and then you take more time during the weekends or every other weekend to do some bigger tasks depending on the size of your house, your belongings, or your schedule. Now, what are the aspects of a clean home? Literal cleanliness and organization. The one cannot come without the latter. They are intertwined. Think of your bookcase. How many times do you take out all of your books, clean behind them, and then put them back? Now take that on a bigger scale. Let's say you have a cluttery desk. How many times you take all of the things from that desk, clean it, and then put the things back? An organized space is easier to clean than a not organized one. And now let's go to the benefits of a clean space. Dust, bacteria, mold, dirt, all of these things accumulate and can cause asthma, allergies, sickness, illnesses. These two the same thing, probably, but you get my point. And by cleaning, you get rid of the things that make you literally feel bad. I know this is pretty mundane, everybody knows that a clean space is healthier, but it's good to have a reminder and be mindful about it. So I'm reminding it to you. Which brings me to, when you clean, you instantly feel better, not because the dust is gone, but also because you have this sentiment of pride and accomplishment. At least I do, and I do not think that I'm very special in that aspect. I think that everybody feels that. Maybe some people don't. So I'm just gonna say most people feel that. After you've cleaned something, you feel accomplished, proud of yourself. So that's a bonus. Another thing is that you move. It's not hardcore cardio. But if you squat to vacuum under your bed or your couch, then it gets your blood moving. If you're stretching to reach that high shelf or the top of your mirror or the top of your window, that's good for you. You're moving around a little bit. Another bonus. One of the most important benefits of having a clean house is that you have less stress. Visual clutter leads to mind clutter. You might be used to living with a ton of stuff laying around, but that is affecting your distraction levels, your productivity levels, and therefore your stress levels. Let's say you're sitting down to do your taxes and you see the dishes in the sink and you feel obligated to stand up right away and clean the dishes on your sink. You feel the need to rearrange the magnets on your fridge, which this didn't happen to me. Who said that I spent half an hour rearranging the magnets on my fridge because I didn't want to do my taxes? What did I do? I got rid some of the magnets that I had. They didn't bring me joy anymore. Now I have less magnets to rearrange and I did my taxes. Anyway, where was I? You get distracted, you're not doing what you're supposed to do, and then you're freaking out because you didn't do what you were supposed to do. So there's the stress that is generated. So if there are less distractions, there's less stress. Now, the benefits of an organized home. You save money by not buying things you already own. You save time by not looking for things because you know where they are, you organize the place. There's less stress because you know where everything is. You know if you lost things or information. For example, your passport. You don't want to be looking for your passport the day before you get on that plane. Not that you're going anywhere now because, of this thing that stops us from traveling. But this video is here to stay, and the thing that stops us from traveling hopefully does not stay. Where was I? Right. You don't want to be looking for your passport the day before you fly. If you know that you lost your passport, then you take the necessary steps to renew your passport, and then you're good to go, Next up, you have a more visually attractive home. You feel good in your home because you like what you see, and then your guests like what they see. Again, with a disclaimer, we don't have to say whenever the guests are supposed to come again, blah blah blah. Okay, it's not just about your guests, it's about you as well. You like it, you feel better. Another benefit is that you connect with your home and your belongings. By organizing your home, this is when I want to say house and home, and it's becoming one, it's home. Anyway, by organizing your space, you assess your things, you evaluate them. Does this item bring you joy? Do you want to move on your life with having that item? Do you have a purpose for it? Do you really need it? So that way you know what makes you happy. You know what you want to have in your life. You know what you need in your life. And that can be applied not just for things, but for behaviors that you might have, habits, people in your life that you have. It's easy to understand what you want as a person, what you need, and what you want in your life, what you want to surround yourself with. And now, if all of my arguments did not persuade you already, then I have a couple more. So, how is your life affected by your house? Your mood. A clean house elevates your mood, while a neglected house can make you feel unmotivated, disappointed. The amount of chores that have to be done is overwhelming and can be very disheartening. So, a clean house elevates your mood. Another benefit is that you become a conscious consumer. And this is so important because you know what you want in your life, because you know what you need in your life. When you go to buy something, you evaluate it and you really know that, okay, this item I really want to have in my life. It brings me joy, so I want to have it. There's no excess buying. You're a more conscious consumer, and by that, not only you save money, but you also help the environment. You very actively help the environment by buying less. If you want to change something in the world, then you have to start with yourself. Be the change you want to see in the world. I know, it sounds very cheesy. Very cheesy, yes, I know it. But it is true. If you clicked on this video, probably you want to change something in yourself. You want to change something in your life. By helping yourself, you also help the environment. By changing a habit that you have, you also help the environment. And in my book, that's pretty cool. Whatever happens in the micro scale happens in the macro scale. So if you want to change something in the macro scale, first change it in the micro scale. If your home is organized, your mind is organized, your life is organized. Now, how to change your habits and what expectations to set. Follow the 2-minute rule. If something takes less than 2 minutes, like putting your shoes in a shoe rack or in a wardrobe when you come back home, or hanging your coat, clean your plate the moment that you finish eating, or put it in the dishwasher if you have one. These little tasks can go a long way. But I would like also to congratulate you because you took your first step in changing your habits. You're recognizing the issue. You want to change something. You clicked on this video and you watched all the way to the end, which thank you for that, by the way. Like and subscribe if you liked it. And that is the first step into resolving the issue. You recognize it. So congrats. Good gemacht. Good job. Now for the expectations. If you're going to KonMari your house, I would say set them low. Don't expect to change this from one day to another. This is gonna take time. It's gonna get uglier way before it gets prettier. It's gonna take some time, it's gonna take some patience, but in the end, it's so worth it. I'm telling you, I'm guaranteeing that you are gonna feel the difference, you're gonna see the difference. It's gonna be amazing when you're finished with this process. You need a lot of patience, yes, but really it's so worth it in the end, and you can do it. I know it. If you watch this video, then you can do it and you can achieve this organized space that you want to have. I know you can. So that was the end of the video. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if you made it this far, congratulations, thank you very much. Check my second channel where I upload covers and music. I have it linked in the description box, and that is why I am showing down. And I will see you in the next one. Bye! So, thank you so much for tuning in. What do I want to say?